In 2023, over 4.6 million Naruto fans from around the world voted in the first ever global character popularity poll. The winner, Namikaze Minako. Number 2, Itachi Uchiha. But number four was a character who appears in only a handful of flashbacks. A character who never gets a full arc. Character the name and the anime barely show. 279,000 people vote for someone most casual fans couldn't even name. His name is Shisui Uchiha, and his story might be the most tragic and the most important story in the entire Naruto universe. Shisui Uchiha was born into the most feared clan in Konoha history, the Uchiha, a clan whose Sharingan eyes and unmatched battle prowess made them both revered and feared in equal measure. He graduated from the Ninja Academy during the tail end of the Third Great Ninja War, and he was assigned to a genin squad, young, talented, full of promise. But war doesn't care about promise. During a mission, Shusi watched his brand's friend die, not in a dramatic battle, not in a heroic sacrifice, just gone. The way war takes people, quietly, without promotion. And from that grief, something extraordinary awakened. The Mangekyou Sharingan, the evolved form of the Uchiha's signature eyes, an ability so rare that the entire clan's history recorded only a handful of people awakening. An ability so rare that the entire clan's history recorded only a handful of people ever awakened. Shisui was one of them, at an age when most shinobi were still learning their basics. The village noticed, they always do, and soon Shisui earned a little that followed him for the rest of his short life. Shisui of the body flicker, because his speed, his ability to move with the Shunshin methods, was the extraordinary that sensory type ninja couldn't track. A year after awakening Mangekyou, Shisui met a 5-year-old Itachi Uchiha. Think about that for a moment. Shisui was already an elite Ambu operative, already feared across the 5 nations, and he chose to spend time with a 5-year-old kid who showed unusual promise. Why? Because Shisui recognized something in Itachi that the rest of the clan couldn't see yet. And Itachi didn't think like Itachi, he thought like a shinobi of Konoha. He cared about the village, not just the clan. And Shisui, who felt the same way, became his older brother in everything but blood. These weren't just words. Shisui would prove this with his life. When the Konoha military police force, controlled by the Uchiha clan, ordered Shisui to monitor Uchiha because Itachi was acting suspiciously, Shisui immediately told Itachi had been ordered to watch him. No games, no clan loyalty, over friendship, just honesty, because that's who Shisui was. Now, let's talk about what made Shisui truly terrifying. The Mangekyou Sharingan gives every user a unique ability. Itachi got Tsukyomi and Amaterasu, Sasuke got Blaze Breeze and Susanoo control. Madara had Susanoo at a scale no one could match. Shisui got something different, something subtler, something arguably more dangerous than all of them. He called the Kotoamatsukami, named after the Japanese mythological concept of governing heaven, and the name fits. Kotoamatsukami is a mind-controlled genjutsu, unlike anything else in the Naruto universe. Most genjutsu require eye contact. Most genjutsu the victim can sense. Most genjutsu can be broken with enough willpower or the right counter technique. Kotoamatsukami requires none of that. It activates the moment Shisui can see his target. And I can say, and once it casts, the victim doesn't just follow orders. They believe the orders are their own thoughts, their own desires, their own decisions, and the illusion is so complex, so seamless. There is nothing to resist against. Let that sink in. Gauda saw Shisui eyes and could decide the outcome of a world war. The only limitation. Each eye can only use it once every 10 years. Shisui had been waiting, biding his time, conversing that power for exactly the right moment to use it to stop the Uchiha code without the bloodshed. The third Hokage approved it because what other option was there? But Danzo Shimura knew about the Kotoamatsukami. Danzo, a man who believed ends always justify the means, had a different calculation. Shisui might use that genjutsu on the village leadership next, on Danzo himself, and Danzo couldn't allow a weapon powerful to exist outside his control. What happened next? One of the darkest moments in Naruto history. Danzo mobilized his amber force against Shisui, and when Shisui, even with only one eye, activated his Susanoo and broke through them, Danzo used Izanagi, a forbidden technique that rewrites reality itself. It allowed Danzo to rewrite a moment where he should have been defeated. And in that rewritten moment, he stole Shisui's right eye. Shisui Uchiha jumped into the Naka River. He erased his own existence, not just as an act of despair, but as a final, calculated move. If his body was found, Kabuto could resurrect him with Edo Tensei and force him to fight against the village. If his eyes were found, they could fall into the wrong hands. So Shisui made it so that there was nothing left to find. The clans thought Itachi killed him. They thought Shisui's death was proof of Itachi's betrayal. They never understood. Shisui died protecting two things, the village he loved and the clan that never truly understood him. He died so that the Uchiha name, at least in some form, will survive. Itachi's mission to protect the village would carry Shisui as a backup plan, a last resort. And according to the Itachi, who knew Shisui better than anyone, he died smiling. Because he trusted Itachi, because he believed the village would be okay, because Shisui embodied him, the most feared shinobi of his generation. He decided that peace was more than survival. Shisui Uchiha was not a side character. He was the pivot point around which the entire Uchiha tragedy turned. Without him, there is no Itachi story. Without him, there is no Kurobit at Kotoamatsukami. He's proved that the most important characters in Naruto aren't always the ones who get the most screen time. This is Hidden Legends, the series where we tell the stories Naruto never had time to tell you. Next episode, Sakumo Hatakia. If Shisui's story hits you the way it hit me, subscribe and leave me a comment. I'll see you in the next one.